Hey champions, Pretty Hair here to bring you the final episode of Esports Weekly before the Masters land. Now this past weekend we saw the gauntlet played out and the final two teams locked in for land.
Europe kicked off the gauntlet on Saturday. Flashpoint versus Wolves Esports would be the first set of the day. Wolves had been pretty hot and cold with their performances throughout the qualifiers, so we knew from the start that this set was all but secure for the European 4th seed. Flashpoint had been looking outstanding throughout their run in the Gauntlet Open qualifiers, so everyone was very excited to see if they could upset one or maybe both of the Masters teams. Flashpoint would in fact prove themselves worthy and defeat Wolves to move on and face the Interlopers. The set between Flashpoint and Interlopers was arguably the best all weekend. Interlopers and Flashpoint would slug it out, stretching their set all 3 games. Flashpoint showed a lot of resolve and were able to show serious mental fortitude, pulling back a win on Jaguar Falls after being down 3 points to 1. In the end, however, it was the Masters team that was able to pull through, and Interlopers locked their spot for the Masters land here at Hi-Rez Studios.
Over in North America, we had no shortage of excitement. Our first matchup of the day pitted Spooky Esports of the Open qualifiers against Panda Global from the Masters qualifiers.
Spooky Esports looked like they still had some ground to cover before breaking into the top 4 spots, as Panda Global was able to make quick work of them and take the set in 2 games, moving on to face AGG in the finals. AGG versus Panda Global, the set with LAN on the line, was sure to be explosive. Both of these teams have players that made names for themselves with Bomb King, before he was cool. Recent changes to the Bomb King's ability to perform in high ping scenarios had everyone after his majesty very early in the draft. Tooney versus Rovanik, and who piloted Bomb King would decide a lot in this set. Tooney looked strong on the King in his first set versus Spooky Esports. Perhaps because of this, or perhaps due to their confidence in Rovanik, AGG didn't let Tooney on the King once throughout the set. The high prioritization of this champion seemed to give AGG the edge they needed, and they found the win over Panda Global and secured the final spot in Masters land.
With the Masters land fast approaching, we do congratulate both AGG and Interlopers for making it this far, but they will be the first to square off in the wild card matchup. We'll be putting out a video later this week outlining the details and the format of this land, so make sure you stay tuned. But until then, my name's Pretty Hair, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the row.